My name is Brandon Neophytou and I am an artist from North London. I mean, a constant thing that's throughout all of my work is the red. And I guess if you know me, then you know that I hate a lot of the stuff that I work on. I think once it's done, I love it. But that's only for like a 10-minute window, and then I'm straight back to hating my own work. So I say that, I wouldn't say there's constants, but there's a lot of like toss-ups and a lot of emotions that just get like whirled around. And like, yeah, the best way to put it is it's very chaotic. Like it's not ever a straightforward road, no matter what I do. It's always very left, right, couple step back. I don't think I can resist it. I think the art's got a control on how that all pans out. Because even though I'm the one that's controlling, what happens on the canvas, it feels like it's just, once I'm there, it's out of my hands. I don't think anyone's got a hold of it. I think it's just, kind of works like the seasons. Like it just comes and goes in and out. And as soon as you're finished, you're back to square one. I feel like they'd be looking back at a lot of their previous mistakes and really judging if they were right in certain situations, or if they look back, maybe they were wrong. I think that's the conversation that I have a lot of time when I paint. Like I look back at the things that I've done and I try and figure out if I made the right choice, or maybe if I opened my mind a little bit, maybe I was able to see someone else's side and the outcome maybe would have been a lot different. So I think, yeah, that's what the conversation would be. They feel like fragments. I don't think I've reached like a level of transparency with the public on my work yet. So I feel like people are just getting small little snippets of myself. And I think in due time, then maybe people get like a way deeper insight as to me as a person, and that will connect the two together. 100%, because they're the ones that come back to your head without even realizing. If something can stick with you without you actively trying to force it to be a part of you, then they'll always be the most meaningful things. Because that's how you know that it's really genuinely resonated with you, whether that's from past experiences, memories, or just out of pure excitement and love for what you're viewing. Probably wear and tear. I feel like people that don't wear clothing straight out the bag, they've actually lived in it a little bit and it's been through things that they've been through. I think that's when I feel like, okay, they're actually wearing that, because it feels like theirs and not like they're not wearing it from the shop. It's their garment. People are wearing things because they actually like it. It really angers me thinking about it, because art serves a function to me. It's a way of myself being able to, when words fail and when I can't communicate what I want to feel, and maybe I don't end up saying what I want to say in my work, but I've found inner peace with myself and been able to let out whatever it was inside of me onto the canvas. So it serves a function for the artist. It acts as a release. It can allow you to process yourself, because even if I'm not painting what I want, what I'm feeling about, the time that I'm focusing on painting, I'm sitting there with my thoughts or with music on. So to someone to say that art doesn't have a function, you're kind of taking away I feel like you're taking away a lot of reasons why people paint. Some people aren't painting to create something great. Some people aren't painting to have a final product. A lot of artists, the best part of it isn't the final goal, it's the process of it and what you go through in order to get to where you want to get to. So for someone to say that art doesn't have a function, then yeah, I'd say they're completely wrong. I think I see it as something completely different, but then I paint in a lot of the stuff that I wear. Like I don't have like a bundle of clothes that's just there to be painted in. I paint in whatever I want to paint in that day. So even these joggers, I've had these since I first started painting, and these have become a canvas in themselves. Like I wanna put these up in my first exhibition, because I haven't ever painted in, you know, to this level. I haven't painted in anything else. But everything that I wear's got paint on it in some places. So I guess you can definitely merge the two together. Like the idea of having your artwork on clothes is such a fascinating thing to me, because you can very easily miss the mark and turn clothing into merchandise, which then I think completely gets rid of the art side of it, you know. And once you've got the merch, the art's kind of taken out of that, and it becomes just another product that you sell. So trying to bridge the gap between art and fashion, I think it's a really, really thin line, and I don't see a lot of people get hitting the mark. Probably proportions, crop tees and baggy this, and you know, your t-shirt should be at a certain length and your cuff should be at this certain length. Like, don't get me wrong, I wear what I want to wear, and sometimes it works. But at the same time, there's days that I just want to chuck on. Like Adam Sandler, he'd be chucking on whatever's in his wardrobe, first thing he sees. But because of the way how embedded fashion is now into people our age, but I can't step out the house like that, because no matter where you go, someone's gonna think something. 100%. If something's been with you for long enough, the value's gonna, you know, it's gonna hold a place in your heart way stronger than something that's brand new. Especially when it's been with you through things that's happened in your personal life, or moments that, you know, you're gonna remember. Again, with these joggers, like these are my favorite pair of joggers when I first got them, and as soon as I got one bit of paint on them, I dismissed them to the side because I thought I couldn't wear them anymore. But now these have got a piece of paint from every single painting that I've ever made, where I've just thrown them on the floor and they've become my paint rags. But now they've become so much more valuable than just, you know, the dirty pair of joggers that they once were. And yeah, so these have so much personal value to them, just because they've been with me throughout my whole art career so far. And yeah, one day you'll definitely see these up in an exhibition spot with loads of people looking around. Because these are crazy. Like every single painting I've ever made, there's a piece of paint on there from them, which is still crazy to me, because that's fit. That's not even fabric anymore. That's straight. That's straight paint. The act of expression's enough, because people are going to take your work how they want to do it anyway. Like, you've got no control on how someone else views your work, and I think if that's a reason why you paint, it's just going to affect your work in a negative way. So as long as you're making work, you know, like me, I make work for myself, and the good thing about that is that if someone takes it the complete wrong way, then that's a great thing, because I'm now getting two perspectives on something that I've made. So I think the more people that don't like it and the more people that don't understand it, I think the better. I feel like right now my artwork is very unserious. So it reflects a fun part of myself, and like, but I wouldn't say people getting to understand me properly, which is why I'm always frustrated with my work, because I put out work and people have got this whole different perspective or reflection of myself, and sometimes it's not what I want. But like I said before, you can't control them things. So I think in due time, and the longer I paint and the more intrusive my artwork becomes on myself, then yeah, definitely you'll be able to see myself way more in my artwork. But I think for now, it's, you know, you lot are getting enough. It confuses me so much more, because you're waiting for this moment to finish a piece, and you're thinking it's gonna, like, you know, it's gonna be the thing that turns your whole life around, and then you make it and you're like straight back to square one. It's just a circle. We're just going around and round in a circle and hoping to get somewhere, but you never do.